dream interpretation, just working with dreams in general. And so I know for a lot of times, and we've talked about this, Melissa, and also talked about it somewhat in my interview. And so one of the things that comes up a lot for folks during pregnancy is their dream life gets more vivid. Sorry. And I believe that one of the reasons that that happens is that you are entering this portal, right? You're at the edge of this portal between worlds, really. Like there's what's happening before life on Earth, and there's what's happening during. And so what I know is that a lot of mamas experience very vivid dreams. And so my thoughts are that these dreams are messages for you when you're pregnant, either from your baby or from the creator or whatever your spiritual connection is, or your ancestors giving you messages around this particular being that's coming into your life. And it may be that there is a challenge. And so your dreams can help you understand what this challenge is and how to navigate it. It could be that you have doubts and fears around becoming a parent, especially when you're a first-time parent. And so the messages are there, the answers are there. And so one of the things that you can do to really tap into that, just a simple nighttime routine or a few. So you can incubate your dreams, right? One of the things, and a few ways, there are a few ways that you can do that. So you can, before you go to bed, set your intention that you are going to dream and get answers that you need about this pregnancy, about this little person that is entering your world, or about how to parent this particular person. So you can have a glass of water, in an actual glass, take a sip before you lie down, and set your intention that I'm going to dream about, my baby and my purpose with this baby, or I'm going to dream about dream and receive messages that this baby has for me. And then you take your sip and you put it next to your bed. And in the morning, as soon as you get up, before you do anything else, you pick up your glass of water and take another sip, and just really provide that mental space, that emotional and spiritual space for your dreams to come back to you. It's always great to keep a dream journal because sometimes those dreams may happen at 3 a.m. And so you may sleepily, kind of lean over and scribble into your dream journal so that in the morning you can look at and explore those messages. Sometimes dreams are prophetic dreams. So again, there may be something that you need to prepare for, or it may be just a message that, your child is going to change the world. It could, so really those dreams, as they happen, try not to let them disturb you, but look at them as messages and insight into this other world, or these the veils that exist between, life in the womb and outside the womb, the veils that exist between the dream and waking world. So another thing that you can do as well is to write a message. Take a little slip of paper and write down what it is that you want to know, and then put that under your pillow again, setting that intention that you are going to dream the answers to your questions. And so this can't be a one-time thing. It works better when it is just a regular practice, and you may miss some nights, and that's fine. But the more you set that into practice, the more you open up the way to receive these messages. So, and I know there were a lot of, I don't know if there were questions in the chat. I know there was activity in the chat. So if, if someone has questions or comments, feel free. Yes, 3 a.m., right before, for me, as I get older, 3 a.m. is a good time to write things down, because my bladder also says it's time to get up. So like usually those juicy, informative dreams happen right before I need to get up and tinkle. Ah, okay. So usually those dreams of not being ready are dreams to, like, that's your mind's way of actually getting you ready. So you're having these thoughts so that you can mentally prepare, so that you actually are ready. So it's interesting how it works. I know a few folks that have had dreams that they weren't going to be good mothers, and those dreams are actually the fact that you are thinking about that at all really is because, really preparing you to be a thoughtful parent. So just quickly, for moms with trauma and night terrors, you can reclaim your power. It may start out with that, when you have those nightmares and those frightening dreams, that you get up and you journal, or you share with someone, or you do something that helps to bring you peace. I used to have nightmares all the time, but what I do now is that anyone that comes for me in my nightmares, I'm going back into it, and you're going to get it. Like like in my, I've learned to be a dream warrior. And so, you can go back into that dream and you can jack up whoever or whatever energy is causing you that torture. I strongly believe in that. Even when, I have spirits that show up into, into my space sometimes. And, I've cussed them out and said, nope, I didn't invite you here. You are not welcome, and you are upsetting me. So get the out. So, yeah. So that's kind of all I have to say.
It's so great, because all I'm thinking of is, like, when you have a thought that you really don't want to think about, and it comes to you in your dream, and it's so scary, It's really like you're just having courage, you know, to face those thoughts that you just push away when you're conscious and when you have control of your mind. And you know, having courage in your dreams is such a beautiful place to have courage. Hmm. Thank you, Angela. Well, we
Sure.
are gonna
Thank
have,
you.
yeah, of course. We are gonna have a doula meetup tomorrow. So yeah, I think it's tomorrow. Tomorrow, yeah, and then the postpartum meetup is on on Thursday. So come back tomorrow if you're a birth worker, not just doulas, any birth workers, and we can talk more shop there. Sara, do you want to lead us out? Well, before Sara leads us out, let's see if anyone has any questions or last thoughts. But Sara, do you want to lead us out with a little embodiment practice and then just go ahead and close out the circle?
Sure. Sure,
Or a
absolutely.
little breathing like you were talking about? Okay, anything else before we close out with Sara? Anybody? Tiana says about her dreams, she says, during her lucid dreams, she tells them if they don't pay rent, they have to go. She's talking about the nightmares, I think, that are coming from her subconscious mind. Oh, another message. Let's see what's coming in. Oh, exactly.
Thank you, Angela. That was amazing. I've been having some vivid dreams lately too, so I thought it was amazing. Thanks for sharing.
Sure, absolutely.
So I guess I'll sort of piggyback it off of the intention, which was breath awareness for pregnant mamas and laboring mamas, and just sort of focus on breath awareness in general to sort of lead us out of the circle. I find that so many women are, I don't know if other birth workers or doulas are asked this. I get asked this question all the time. How am I supposed to breathe in labor? As if there's sort of one specific way that is the right way to birth our babies or to breathe or to move us through, as Angela was saying, through different worlds or through different transitions. So my wish for this practice is just breath awareness, for us each to sort of settle into what that breath is for us in the moment, you know, whether it be to breathe out anxiety, frustration, or to breathe in love or with intention. I find that offering women the okay to explore their own breath awareness practices is really empowering for women so that they're able to be able to have that connection to themselves and to their babies, to help use their breath to connect them to their babies and through the process of birth and labor. So I guess if we can all just sort of take a couple cleansing deep breaths, maybe we'll start with 3. And then for those that would like to participate, maybe finding either something in your peripheral to sort of gaze at, or if you like to sort of close your eyes or just sort of gaze downwards. I'll sort of lead us out with a little bit of breath awareness. And then after we're finished, you know, you can kind of take stock about where you're feeling certain things in your body and sort of just take stock of what sort of breath patterns you have and how you're feeling in your body. Does that sound good, Mel? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So we'll start with some deep breaths. So you come up on your last breath, let your eyes soften, gaze downwards or close your eyes if you're called, and bring full attention to your breath. Notice exactly when you're exhaling outward and as your exhale ends. Make no effort to change or to control your breath in any way. I want you to be curious. Is your outward breath long or shallow, soft or tight? If your mind begins to wander, or you notice that your mind is wandering excessively, don't think. Just bring your full attention back to your breath. Typically, we do this in birthing from within to sort of simulate contractions for a minute. And it's really to sort of give moms and partners, because I recommend partners do these practice exercises just as much as mothers are to do them, just to give sort of what a contraction can feel like, where we might feel it in our body, how we each specifically cope with the discomfort that we're feeling. So this was sort of the intention set for the breath awareness practice, but we sort of shifted a little bit outward to sort of just explore how we might be feeling currently in the moment. So I know it's going to be a little bit different for everybody, but if someone would like to share before we close circle, I guess we can open up the floor now to see if anyone wants to share anything they may have noticed about their breath in the moment.
All right, thank you. Before we close, let me just remind you, tomorrow we're having a birth professional meetup, and we're having the womb steam. So if you're pregnant, it's not really recommended that you actually do a yoni steam, but Alicia is going to lead everyone through like a womb meditation while they're steaming. And so if you're pregnant, then you can bring a cup of tea and do the meditation and be mindful and kind of tune into your womb without doing the actual physical like yoni steam. But if you're not pregnant, then Alicia will be there tomorrow at 1 o'clock leading a guided group yoni steam and womb tea ceremony. So hopefully we'll see you tomorrow. And for all you birth workers, hopefully we'll have a nice chat tomorrow. A nice lively chat tomorrow at 12. Okay. Until then, enjoy the summit, and any questions you have, you can just post it in the Facebook group. Thanks for coming.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Bye. Bye.